How's it going? For years now, I think I got this in 2017, maybe-ish. Every summer, I pull out Immortal Peach. It's a fragrance that I really don't wear outside of summer. But in the summertime, I will reach for it once or twice a week. Sometimes less, sometimes more. Just depends on the mood. But it is a killer peach fragrance. Now, about 4 years ago, after this one, with this label here, they revamped it, similar to how Doug has recently done with Enlightener Well and Sakura Blue. And it is overall a better fragrance. I think it's 2021, the year after the revamp. I bought a sample of it. And it's hard to tell here with mine, but I'll put some photos up there like I usually do. It now has a peach color, as where before it was always clear. And the fragrance, I have the revamp on the back of this hand, and then I have mine on the back of my left hand. And it's just has a more premium fragrance to it. Smells more real, juicier. I'm going to be whipping this up with an ultra high dense Silvertip from Semogue. I love this brush. I'll leave a decent amount of water in there. My Hawaiian soap bowl. I'll set that there. Hope you guys are doing well. I'm doing great. I just broke my rubber band. Thankfully, got an Altoid container right here. I come prepared. Hope you guys are prepared. So the scent notes on this are pretty damn straightforward. I mean, it really doesn't get any more straightforward than what we have here. But if you know Doug and Fran, if anybody can work fragrance magic, it's PAA. The ice cube with my rubber stopper stuck to it. I have these little homemade baseball things that I made, and well, they stuck. That's okay. We're not going to use that side. I come prepared, right? So it's the ice cube 2.0 mentholated. No charcoal in this one, but just about everything else is the same, with the added addition of menthol. And there is more menthol in this than there is in the black cube that is mentholated. You can get two versions of a mentholated cube. That's the black one that says mentholated. You can choose between that and non-mentholated, or you can get this one, which basically has about double the menthol of the black mentholated. We mowing it down with my vintage feather. And I have in that a first use Tatra Platinum. So let's get right into this fragrance. And then I got a little bit of shooting the breeze to do with y'all, if you don't mind, because this is a kind of straightforward fragrance. My wife and daughter, they both give it an 8. It is peach. That is, like it says on the sales page when it comes back. I imagine he won't change the sales page. It's juicy, like vine ripened, just delicious peach. Not like a Jolly Rancher, not like a candy peach, not like those gummy rings that you eat, but more likened to a juicy, fresh peach that you would get right off the vine. Did I talk about having this right? I did, right? Sorry, I got a few things I want to talk to you guys about. So I got the revamp on my right hand. Oh, it smells so good. The revamp is way better than what I have here. This is still good. Right? Don't get me wrong. And I love the label. But the revamp is amazing. I still need to grab a sample of the revamp of Sakura Blue. I have a sample of the revamp of Enlightener Well, and you know what, I do like that. It is actually better. I spoke with some friends and they weren't too particular about the revamp of Enlightener Well, but they do love the revamp of Sakura Blue. I need to buy a sample of that, and it's actually time to get some deodorants. Look at that, it's just blowing up in there. Let's get this on the beard. Look at that. That is the CK1 base. In fact, I don't even know if CK6, no, it wasn't. CK6 wasn't even a thing when this came out, when I bought this. I love this knot. Did I already say that? Semogue is probably my favorite company that makes brushes. My favorite brush makers got to be Bobby Moffett and Adam at Nameless Works, Sawdust Creation Studios, Bobby Moffett, and then Adam at Nameless Works. Those would be my favorite artisan brush makers. But Semogue would definitely be my favorite brush company, followed by Simpson and Omega in that order. Already, because of that cube, I'm starting to get a little dry. This vintage feather, they're super expensive, and I'd love to have more. They are definitely on the efficient side, and you have to be careful with them. At least I do, because I will cut myself up with it. Beautiful little razor. I forget the model number of mine. They're basically a ripoff of the Tech, like a lot of razors were back then, like a lot of razors are today, except for it is more efficient. So, with the fragrance of Immortal Peach, it kind of falls into the same category as Avo Nice Shave. I love Avo Nice Shave. I do. And I'm going to use this tub until it's gone and never get rid of it. But like if you saw that review, Immortal Peach falls into the same category. That it is a fragrance that I will use when I'm home. Like right now, it's 9:30 p.m. I shave in the evening. And so I will shave and go to bed. And I won't go anywhere. It's a fragrance that I love. It's just not a fragrance that I want to wear out into public. Because it literally smells like a vine ripened peach. In the dry down, it does change a little bit. There's like, and a little bit is the key word. You get, it tames down and it almost brings out like this almondy sweetness. This, I have no other word for it other than like an almondy sweetness. It's not an almond. It becomes a little more earthy. A little more woody, maybe, would be a good descriptor for it. There is a slight change as the fragrance dries down. And add some water. Ooh, need to add some water to my rinse bowl. I didn't actually grab a rinse bowl. I got my Boba Fett over here that I had my brush soaking in. See if this is going to work for me. Oh, actually, you know what? 1 second. Told you I came prepared. That's the nice thing about being in the den. Yeah. Woo. There we go, baby. That's better. Got my stool right over here to the left. So, thinking about bringing back We Shave, and I think I just want to do, at least start out how I want to do it, what I'm thinking. It's just something I'm playing with. Kind of miss it a little bit. There's a few things I miss. I miss the live interaction with the viewer, with you guys watching this. For those of you who don't know, We Shave was a live shave show that I did on Instagram for about a year. Stopped and started it a couple of times. It takes actually more work and more preparation than one might actually think just looking at it from the outside in. So, you know, if you watch live shows now, other live shows, trust me, there's more that goes on behind the scenes than just turning on the camera. But what I'm thinking is doing something like every third Thursday and not doing it on Instagram, doing it on YouTube. I just kind of figure that Instagram is more for pictures and the community is smaller on there, and my viewers, you guys, are mostly here. And I want to do it with other YouTubers. I'm thinking once a month would be about perfect. And then just schedule a different YouTuber each month, and then find someone to play backup in case anything happens with my guest. We'll just get on here and shave, and then talk with you guys. We'll have the chat going and all that stuff. If you got an opinion on that, if you think you'd watch, let me know. If it's something that you wouldn't watch, let me know. We got a few videos I'll be bringing you guys' way this weekend. I'll be announcing the winner of the Phoenix giveaway. If you haven't gotten in on that, you probably still have a chance to do so. I plan on announcing the winner Monday. It's Thursday, May 16th. Second pass. Razor's over here. The Outdoorsman's Friend is coming back. I've already done a review of that. And this isn't a fragrance that I necessarily want to wear out either. But if you go out in the woods, and if you haven't seen my outdoor review of it, I'll put a link to this in the description. I highly recommend buying a bottle of this and then decanting it. It is the best natural anti-bug spray that you'll ever buy. And I think it works just as well as DEET without any of the chemicals. I swear by it. If you watch that review, you'll see that I've been using it in the woods for years now, and this will be my third summer doing content out in the woods. And I just fill this up, spray it on me, and go out, and the bugs leave me alone. I swear by it. People who use it will swear by it. I've never tried the deo. I still need to try the deo. I don't know how much the deo will actually help, but I spray it all over me just like you would DEET. Be careful not to get it in your eyes. This Tatra Platinum is doing great in this razor. I don't know that I've ever used one in it before. I want to thank everyone for helping me. I got all of volume 1 packed up and going out the door tomorrow. I already got a few out the door. Got the last couple to get out the door tomorrow. And then this weekend, I'll be announcing the winners of volume 2. And then next week, we'll kick off volume 3. I can't tell you guys how good it feels to be seeing stuff in a box over here, being prepared to be thinned out. I never thought that my den would get this out of control, but it is. I'll be right back and we'll go rinse real quick. Something I'm thinking of doing with the We Shave, if I do go forward with that once a month format, is the den will continue to grow as long as I'm making content right and as long as things stay as they are now. But even doing it to where we could kind of even continue the I Fly You By, to where I would offer up a set or two each month, and then maybe even invite the content creator guest to thin his or her den, mostly his dens, right? In this male-dominated community. But it's kind of an idea I was playing with, was inviting the guest to bring something that they might want to I Fly You By. That is the Alum block from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. I use it as an astringent for my skin. That's not irritation. You guys see that in this light, right? That is just my fair, gingery skin that I have to be mindful of. That was actually a good shave. And it'll die down. That's just my skin. And that's why I use Alum after every shave. I love these splashes, these old ones from Phoenix Artisan. These bottles right here were the last bottles they had it in. They all have Alum in it. But because some people have a negative reaction, not an allergic reaction, but some people don't do well with Alum. So that's why Doug and Fran took it out. And now we just have to, buy an Alum stick. But before, I never bought an Alum stick because most of the time, even years ago, I was using mostly Phoenix Artisan. I'd only been using PAA a year and a half when I actually fell in love with them. And the first set I bought was somewhere in 2015. And then by 2017, I was a bona fide fanboy. And again, I take that term and I embrace it. Take the terms that people try and use as a pejorative, as a negative against me, and I embrace it and turn it around on them. They're just words. Embrace them, and they'll never cause you pain. It's a great song called Names by Tom MacDonald. You guys ever listen to him? It's one of my favorite songs from Tom MacDonald. Immortal Peach. I'm telling you guys, you want a great summer fragrance. Not one that I'll wear out, but something that is perfect for a hot day, that is just refreshing and juicy and invigorating, crisp and clean. Reminds you of all the things that are good about summer, like fresh fruits. Bam, right there, baby. Mysterium Serum, and again, that will be in this label here with this sticker that I bought a few years ago because I'm a schnerd. I actually used it with Instagram posts. So because of my gingery skin is why I'm very particular about my post-shave routine. Alum, followed by splash, followed by the balm. And like I've said before in videos, most of the time, I wait a couple of minutes before applying the splash, after applying the Alum. Clean off my razor, rinse out my brush, and then I'll come and do the splash. Not bad. I think this will be fine. It'll end up being a damn fine shave. It's not going to be a BBS. I could have gone for a third pass, but you see, it's red, and that will die down. It'll end up looking like it did when the video started. I want to thank you guys for joining me. It really is the little big things. This is another fragrance. I'm telling you, I was about to say The Great Outdoors. That's a great movie. John Candy and Dan Aykroyd, The Great Outdoors. You guys ever seen that one? That bear? The Outdoorsman friend, though. It falls into the same kind of category to where I absolutely love the fragrance. I really do. It's just not one that I'm going to wear out on a Friday night or to too many places in public. Out in the woods, I wear it all the time this time of year. In fact, this is empty from last year, and it's time to start filling it up because I didn't get bit the other day when we went and did Luna, that shave soap, my last outdoor review. Emily, they were hounding Emily, and of course all we brought was DEET. The wife packed DEET. I forgot to bring that. That's actually why I have it out, is to remember to fill it up. Take care, you guys. This is Little Big Things, and I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to continue to ramble. Why don't you ever stop me? I'm under 20 minutes, and that's something to be proud of. Take care, guys. I'll see you next time.